Well, a close source to the Emirates has gone ahead and revealed to us how Moussa Diaby to Arsenal transfer has gone ahead to weaken to an extent that maybe Arsenal are trying to pull out of this transfer of a player they've gone ahead to be chasing in for close to 2-3 summers from Bayern Leverkusen. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where you're watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're already watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily as we talk Emily Smith Rowe, England under 21 knocking out the Portugal under 21 today, and the goal was scored by Anthony Gordon. We're going to look a little bit into that, how Emily Smith Rowe and Nuno Tavares, both Arsenal players, fared into that quarter-final tie. And lastly, we are going to be doing William Saliba contract details and what you need to know about the latest about him, because very many Arsenal fans would like to know about what he's all about, and I would like to extend my knowledge onto what I've gone ahead to really fetch out for you. So continue subscribing to this channel because we want to hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of this month. It's obviously July and you guys know how we do it onto our beautiful channel. Now, Rokani David, all RD is my name. You can as well follow us on Twitter at Rokani Media FB as you find other stories that don't make it onto the YouTube channel. Let's start it off with team news. You know him very well, very close source to Arsenal. He's such a fly on the walls of Emirates and he knows exactly what is happening behind the scenes that most of us don't know. He has gone ahead and told us that I've heard nothing about a winger this window, and Diaby links were there, but they were very quiet. Despite the initial interest, the buzz around Arsenal's move for him seems to have weakened, with the insider stating, I don't think there is anything major behind them. He concluded and said, considering Diaby's high valuation of £65 million and Arsenal's recent transfer activities, it seems unlikely that the Gunners will secure the Leverkusen forward this summer. So, Moussa Diaby, one of those players that has been on the ladder of Arsenal for a very long time, looks like is out of consideration by Arsenal. And I understand. I have three points that I think I've gone ahead to really knock this deal off, and Arsenal are not interested anymore according to the team news, and it's very good guy close to Arsenal. One, the signing of Kai Havertz, 24 years of age, £67 million. If at all they really thought that Moussa Diaby was really great, they wouldn't have gone ahead to spend £67 million onto a player that is Kai Havertz. But the moment they spent £67 million on Kai Havertz, a player that can literally do exactly what Moussa Diaby was going to do for Arsenal, and he's a Premier League proven player, there was no chance for Arsenal to go in for Moussa Diaby anymore. Why were Arsenal interested in Moussa Diaby? Because he could play as a left forward, right forward, and obviously play as a false nine. And Kai Havertz literally gets you exactly what you want. And when you look at Kai Havertz, he's such a player, they're going to have to show it that he has some good potential, and you can all agree with me that Kai Havertz is a better player than Moussa Diaby. That is it. You know, very few players coming from the German Bundesliga have gone ahead to hit the ground running in the Premier League, but Kai Havertz is one of those that he's not a flop. And to show you that he never flopped at Chelsea, Arsenal had to cough £67 million to really get the deal over the line. And one will say Arsenal was overcharged. Trust me, Arsenal is one of the best teams when it comes to negotiating down deals to a limited amount of fee for them to benefit and obviously getting the best that they deserve. And when you look at the deal of Kai Havertz, Arsenal negotiated it very, very well because the player had 2 years left on his contract. They're not like us, they're not like Man United, who negotiated a deal of Mason Mount and they paid 7 million less than what Arsenal paid for Kai Havertz, who had 2 years left on his contract, and United paid £60 million for a player who had just 1 year on his contract. To show you that Arsenal are really good at negotiations, even the deal of Declan Rice, they are still holding on to that and obviously trying to negotiate a deal of paying the £100 million guaranteed fees in a space of 4 years, and West Ham wants that to be done in a space of 1.5 years. So it shows you that Arsenal are really some of the best negotiating teams in the world. And if I told you you've gone ahead to really negotiate a deal of Kai Havertz for 60-70 million pounds, that was really elite. Secondly, it's all about how much Arsenal have gone ahead to spend in the summer transfer window. Declan Rice, 105 million pounds, right? Kai Havertz, 67, that is 102. Sorry, it's not 102, it's 67 plus 105, that is 172 million pounds, plus the 41 million pounds they're going to spend onto Julian Timber. That takes the tally to close 210 million pounds, meaning that Arsenal cannot see themselves spend another 65 million pounds onto a right attacking midfielder. Yet they've signed Kai Havertz, who can really get the job over the line in that position too, when he's given a chance to really elevate himself. So that's the second reason as why I think Arsenal cannot really sign a player worth 65 million pounds, because all what they're left to do is to sell and buy. That is it. So lastly, the third reason as to why I think Moussa Diaby to Arsenal links have weakened is Xhaka links to Bayer Leverkusen, where Moussa Diaby plays at, and they're really, when you look at Arsenal, they've gone ahead to make a very huge overturn. 50 million pounds at first, we're okay with it, and they told them, let's first get the deal of Declan Rice over the line, and then we'll sell you the player. Now, no sooner had the deal of Declan Rice reached to a completion, guess what happened? He went ahead and really told them, no, we no longer want 15, we want 20 million pounds, meaning that Arsenal really playing hardball. And I've not had in any way Arsenal negotiating a deal of Declan Rice, a deal of Granit Xhaka with Moussa Diaby into the deal. So we wait and see how that happens, but Moussa Diaby transfer to Arsenal is going to hit to weaken totally, and just be less optimistic about him coming in to play for Arsenal, because everything has been occupied in that manner, and Arsenal are not willing to go ahead and obviously spend 65 million pounds onto Moussa Diaby, a player who is not Premier League proven. But when you ask me that, why have Liverpool going for something of Sozoboil or something, that name has really gotten off me, and it's not really resting well on my tongue, so I don't know why. But they've gone in for that guy, very much talented. Let's wait and see how he really thrives in here for you, because their recent signing from Germany, that is Naby Keita, never gave them the best that they deserve as a team of Liverpool. Now, let's go to William Saliba. The Sun has gone ahead to throw in a story about Saliba that Arsenal expect to tie down William Saliba to a new 4-year contract extension as part of a quadruple boost this week. Reece Nelson is also on the verge of agreeing similar terms. Arsenal also hope to get details for Declan Rice and Julian Timber over the line. So it looks like the duration of William Saliba's contract is going to be 4 years. That's not bad if I try to tie him on that duration, because he's just 21, 22. He's 23 years of age. That means by the time he really elapses that contract of his, he'll be at which age? He'll be at 26 years of age, and I think he might see himself either leave or stay at Arsenal after the contract, by the passion for the club has been with him since childhood, because he's an ardent Arsenal supporter since childhood. That is William Saliba, and there was a lot of threats and worry between us amongst Arsenal fans when he came in through and obviously said, I don't want that salary, and it looks like they're going to have to give him a salary that at least is so much convenient for him and his entourage, that really caused all of this. So we wait and see how that pans out for William Saliba, but he's facing Julian Timber coming in from Ajax, because Timber is a right-sided centre-back. He can play as a right back. So we anticipate that most of the things that are going to happen in the favor of William Saliba, because for him is a Premier League proven player, and Julian Timber will be yet to come out and really prove himself in the Premier League. That is it, because Eredivisie, he's doing fine and everybody's doing fine, but when it comes to the Premier League, he needs to come out and really prove himself, like his former central defense partner, Lisandro Martinez, came in throughout Man United and revealed to us that I can do this. Amid these people calling me short, I can do better than them. That is a story coming in from The Sun. And lastly, let's discuss a little bit about these quarterfinal that has seen the England team under 21 really go through to the semi-final, and they've gone ahead to knock out Portugal, and both teams really have had Arsenal players into the mix. Tavares representing Portugal and Smith Rowe representing England. And they went ahead to really beat them by 1-0. It was Anthony Gordon, he's a Newcastle player that they signed from Everton. He has gone ahead and obviously scored that beautiful goal. But remember, Emily Smith Rowe never started the game of England, and it was all about him bringing in a player who did the needful, that is Gibbs White, and lots of things happened there. But for the side of Portugal, Tavares played the entire 90 minutes and he really represented very well, and Emily Smith Rowe played just some minutes coming off the bench to really prove to it that he can really lead this team to the victory that they deserve. And after that, these two really had a very good chat on the field of play. That is Tavares Nuno and Emily Smith Rowe. They really had a very good chat, and they all share a lot in common. That last season, Tavares was loaned away because they never expected him to come here and obviously be part of that Arsenal side. And then Emily Smith Rowe has been disturbed by injuries very, very, very much. So as it stands, they might be looking out for a solution at Arsenal, but we all know that for Emily Smith Rowe, his stance is really known, that he is a player of his own heart, that he loves to stay at Arsenal. But for Tavares, I think he'll contemplate on leaving the club to go ahead and really do the needful outside Arsenal. So that is it coming in from the Rokani Media Football. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that we will miss out on everything that we are doing right about now. So as it stands, I call upon your reactions into the comment section about Moussa Diaby to Arsenal links weekend, all interest weekend. I welcome in the comment section below what do you make about William Saliba for your contract, and lastly, what runs in your mind when you hear that England under 21 has gone ahead to knock out Portugal under 21. So I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God protect you abundantly. Ciao, ciao.